Hey everybody, this is Riker Rider, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Dragoon. I was previously unaware of this interesting and useful piece of advice. After Hoax, you can actually find a certain individual in the house near Lavitz's house. Martel. She does something very important. She is the person that is involved in the Stardust side quest. Yes, if you collect all of the Stardust in the world, you can make a wish and it will come true, apparently. There are 50 Stardust in the world, and by giving her Stardust, she will give you very special, unique rewards you won't be able to get anywhere else in the game, and all of them are very powerful. For every 10 you give her, you will get something, so there are 5 rewards in total. And here's the first one. Very powerful accessory. The Physical Ring. This is a piece of equipment that will increase its wearer's maximum HP by 50%. This is an excellent piece of gear for Rose because her HP is horrible. Now, the other things that I've done between now and the previous update is I have gone back to Vale and bought a few items. Spear Frosts. The Volcano Village is full of fire elemental enemies, so we're going to want some water-based attacks for a few of the pretty nasty enemies there. Also off-screen, Dart has gained a level and he has learned a new addition. Burning Rush. Burning Rush does not increase in power unlike most other additions, but it does gain tons of SP, especially as it's leveled up. But I'm going to work on Volcano now. Shauna at this point I'm not going to use because she doesn't have any additions yet, and she does not have a Dragoon spirit, so there is no reason to really use her at this time. Well, I'm going to go ahead and go back to the Volcano Village off-screen. And we're back. Now that we are appropriately prepared for this place, let's head into the Volcano Village. As the name suggests, there are all sorts of fire elemental enemies here. As a matter of fact, I believe every random battle in here is with fire elemental enemies. Huh? What the? Oh god! Oh god, that's a phoenix. That thing's gonna annihilate us if it sees us. So now we have to deal with a phoenix and a dragon? I thought phoenixes were usually female, Rose. Oh no! Run! Run! Phew! I think we lost him. Or her, excuse me. Wow, I talk about how Rose says that firebirds are male, and then I say he when referring to her. Wow, I'm stupid. Maybe because I've been around stupid humans most of the day. Pick up another Spear Frost here. There's not too much treasure here, but there's enough. And here's a new enemy, the Fire Spirit. They are immune to all status ailments, and they can evade your physical attacks, but they're probably the weakest enemies in the entire village. They only have 26 HP, so one addition from most of your characters should be able to take them down. Oh, right. When your addition has more than 2 hits to it, your enemies can actually counterattack. When you're prompted to evade a counterattack, you hit circle instead of cross. Oh, that's neat. We got a spirit cloak. That's a pretty rare drop, if I recall. 10%. I believe that raises magic evasion. It's either magic evasion or physical evasion. I can't remember. But regarding counterattacking, when you're about to be counterattacked, the target box will change in color to red from blue. You will be required to press the circle button instead of the cross button to null the counterattack. If you do not press the correct button, or you mistime your button press, your addition will end early, and you will take some damage from the counterattack. It's usually less damage than their physical attack deals. And we have another new enemy, the Salamander. These are probably the toughest regular enemies in the Volcano Delude. They have the highest physical attack out of all of them. They can use burnouts, gushing magmas, and their physical attack can stun you. So be very careful fighting these guys, because you can lose a lot of HP in a hurry, especially if these enemies appear in groups with other enemies. This probably won't go up for a while, but I ended up recording this video on Mother's Day. We had not too many people over, just a couple. And what all did we have? There was guacamole, there were tacos, plenty of good food, plenty of good conversations to be had, and just spending time with family. See, unlike a couple certain people, I know, I'm not quite as... what's the word? I don't feel quite as much animosity towards humans of questionable intelligence. Oh, right, I should stop talking about life and start talking about the game, because that's what you guys are here to see. Remember that guy that warned us about some mysterious statue in the Volcano Delude? This is it. And apparently Shauna was being called by this. It is a stone statue. Why not, Shauna? It's just a statue, right? Wait, a barrage? Rose, what's a barrage? Yeah. So it's basically the Wingley's trump card. Hey guys, let's get out. Whoa! I guess that thing is alive. I like Dart's idea, but Rose and the Barrage aren't going to give us a chance. Hands down, the best boss track in the game. Very few tracks in the game are as energetic and as, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word I'm looking for. I guess, kind of menacing, but they really give you the feel. This track really gives you the feeling that this is going to be a hard boss fight, and this is definitely the hardest boss fight yet. I would go as far to call this the first wake-up call boss in The Legend of Dragoon. You can use Shauna for this battle if you want. It depends on how many items you want to bring. But you'll definitely want to save some items for this boss fight. This guy can inflict some status ailments on you. If one of your party members gets inflicted with a status ailment, you'll want to turn Dragoon to cure that. Yes, transforming into a Dragoon will cure all status ailments. If you're using Shauna over if you're using Shauna over Lavitz in this fight, I would recommend just having her use magic items every turn. Dart's getting a little low on HP, so I think I might heal him. You're going to want to save a few Spear Frosts for later, but you should be able to use most of your items. You should be able to use a lot of items on this guy just fine and take him out quickly. The only part that actually matters in killing is the head. The arm will regenerate over time, and killing the body will just shut down one of its attacks that isn't particularly threatening. Killing the body will shut off the attack that produces the status ailment, and the arm just uses a physical attack and it regenerates in a few rounds. I guess you could use a meteor fall or something at the start of this fight to take out the arm, but I don't think it's worth it. There we go. Got him. Wow, even in its death, it's still trying to kill us. What's going on, Shauna? You okay? This track's pretty creepy, too. This track is called Appearance of the Barrage. It's played at a couple other points in the game, but mainly dealing with the barrage, and I really like it. And for defeating the barrage, we get a Mind Purifier, a couple healing potions, and a whole bunch of experience. Okay, let's move on. There's a bit more of the Volcano Deluge, not terribly much. Huh? Whose voice is that? There's somebody here. Wait a minute, there's somebody here. How is he holding on? Shouldn't his clothes be tearing at this point? Because he's not even holding on to the ledge. He's just... That's strange. I guess they did that for graphical limitations reasons. I have no clue, but we saved him. And yes, the item he is giving you is very expensive. I don't find it particularly useful, though, other than just for the gold. We get a sapphire pin. I forget whether it triggers on physical or magical damage, but when you take the correct kind of damage, it will restore your MP a little bit. I don't find it particularly useful. And I think it's better just to sell for the 250 gold you can get it for. I guess I can check because you'll run into this guy again a little bit later. Well, there's a boss fight coming up, so I'm going to take a moment to rearrange my setup, and I will be right back. Okay, and we're back. I'd like to go over my setup before moving on to the boss fight. Dart's equipment is pretty standard. Power wrist to raise his attack strength, since he's going to be doing primarily attacking this turn. I brought in Shauna for this fight because of her strong magic attack, since she'll be able to do a lot more damage than Rose with the magic items, and Rose is going to be using her Dragoon magic a lot in this fight. The reason why I'm not using Labbits is because most of the boss's attacks do magic damage, and he is not going to survive. It is very important that you give Shauna a physical ring for her HP, because even with her magic defense, she will get obliterated very quickly. And I didn't give Rose an accessory. What do I want to give her? I guess I'll give her a Spirit Cloak because it is magic damage. All right, yeah, I'm gonna give her a Spirit Cloak so she can hopefully dodge some magic attacks and not get killed by them. Since I only have one physical ring and Shauna needs the HP more than Rose. Okay, let's go. Ah, darn it. Darn it, it's the Phoenix. And, of course, the exit's blocked. Honestly, I felt that this fight was tacked on just because they wanted to throw some kind of Phoenix or Dragon-type enemy, like, Fire Dragon-type enemy or something of the sort that you would expect in a volcano. In any case, the Phoenix has a lot more HP than the Barrage did, 640 as a matter of fact. But if you have the girls keep using Spear Frost, that's why we bought all of these. You're going to be able to take out the boss in pretty short order. $100 damage from Shauna. Dart's going to use physical attack. Volcano doesn't give as much SP as Double Slash does, and not nearly as much HP as Burning Rush, but it's certainly well worth it. When your HP runs low, another reason is because this particular boss has a lot of area of effect attacks. Wow, that was terrible. Yeah, just keep throwing Spear Frost. You shouldn't need too many of them. Oh, it was early. And you don't get experience for your addition unless you perform it perfectly. So it's really annoying missing the last hit. Ha! 2 rounds! I didn't even get to show off any of the boss's attacks. Well then, we get 800 experience points and the Red Eye Stone, which is an accessory that halves fire damage. Well, 1, you're fighting in a volcano, and 2, you're fighting basically a fire elemental. You know what? I'm gonna bring Labbits back into my party. Physical ring. I really should be doing this off screen, but it doesn't take that long. There we go. Alright. And in this chest we get some gold. Take it. this is the only time you're going to be able to buy anything from him, because once you head to the next town, he's going to move back to his building, and he has some wares that you're going to want, or not wares you're going to want. He just changes his wares is all. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to trade in a couple of our Spear Frosts and get some pellets. You'll see why later. Half a dozen should do. Kind of sad I didn't get to show off any of the Firebird's attacks. And now we have reached the nest of the dragon. What awaits us there? Will we find the green-tusked dragon Fairbrand? Find out next time on Let's Play